Welcome. Sorry for that interruption. This is me, and I am sadly doing this on my phone, where you can see my finger. Just trying to hold something still. Real quick, I plan to do a live video at noon. I got caught up outside of the house, grocery shopping stuff. I was trying to do it live, like from the car. Couldn't get a connection. Couldn't sign in. I am the king of technical difficulties when it comes to trying these live stream videos. But I'm trying to get back into doing them, so I'm going to keep it up as long as I can here, as long as technology holds up and my mental bandwidth can handle it. Because I'm running behind and I didn't have time to set up and get the graphics I wanted, I'm going to do a video later where I show some of the pictures I've been working on and the images for the Midland Mall Comic Con that I've been doing for the amazing Paul King, who is owner operator of Pets Toy Depot in Saginaw, Michigan. Amazing guy. He's been working really hard to bring some really cool stuff to the mid Michigan area, and it's going to be an amazing event. I'm really happy to be set up with a table there and doing some of the graphics. So look for that later. Pets Toy Depot, Saginaw, Michigan. So it's New Year, and I started this video to talk about the new, like my New Year's, which is really today. And the reason for that is I took if you've been watching, I took a Christmas job running a calendar set at the mall, and it was cool. It was fun. There's some extra Christmas money. It was decent to do, but it's like ate up my holiday season. So I felt like I've been super busy throughout Christmas and then through New Year's. So I really didn't get a chance to start all of the things I wanted to do for the new year until right about now. That is still my shop. Yeah, I don't have a way to set this up. So I'm going to do another video later. I promise it'll be more stable. But I still had a few things I wanted to talk about, and I'm excited for the things to come. I got some thoughts on what's happened the last year and what's happening now. And something that came to my mind, and I'm not going to name names and be specific, so forgive me for being vague, but you know, there's a trend for people to, especially the last year, really think of themselves more than anything else, more than others. And if you watch my videos, you know that I believe with all my heart that we're here to take care of one another. You know, like we're a culture, we're a society, we're a global race of people, and nobody can do any of this alone. You know, everything's interconnected. If you get to work, you get to work on a road that somebody else paved. You know, if you work for a company, you work for a company somebody else built and then pays you, and then you can then, you know, take care of your business and pay your bills and handle whatever, put food on the table. I mean, it's such a interwoven tapestry, and I talk all the time about the tapestry. And some people don't see it that way. And I can't tell everybody what to think. And let me tell you, I'm no expert on ethics or morality. You know, like 9 times out of 10, if I'm saying something remotely positive or inspirational, I'm just saying it to hear myself because I need that affirmation. And if I need affirmation, I feel like maybe somebody else does too. So that's why I put it out there and say it to the world. But so recently I read about somebody who was trying to take credit for something that somebody else had been working really hard for. And that's just shady. And for whatever reason, they wanted the glory, the accolades, the publicity, the pats on the back, and maybe even some profit. But all built on the work of somebody else. And that's not only unethical, it's not fair. And it's really bad business. And that promise you will come back to bite you in the ass later. And this makes me think about all the things that we do. Like we have to think of ourselves. We have to take care of ourselves, right? You know, this whole pandemic, we've been focusing on what do we do to take care of ourselves and our families. But also we have to remember to step back and look at what's important to take care of each other. How am I taking care of my neighbor? You know, it's fine if I'm protecting my house, but if my neighbor's house is burning too, it may well spread to my house. So, you know, it's not just a good idea ethically to help out others, but selfishly, at some point, A, you're going to need help too, or B, that trouble is going to spread to your house. So I want to encourage people to think bigger. And that's hard sometimes. It's hard for me sometimes because I get wrapped up in my day to day and what do I need and my struggles and my headaches. But I think part of taking care of yourself is making sure that you stay connected to a bigger community and do the right thing for them. And I know this video is supposed to be all about art, and I do that a lot. But I'm going to start doing videos weekly now, again, and maybe even bi-weekly. I'll probably do like one regular one and then one whenever I feel like it. I'm going to do some more live videos and stuff. I'm going to take this Christmas tree down today. So Christmas is moving. I'm moving past Christmas and I'm moving toward the new year. And I'm not like it's not like some new year, new me bullshit. It's the same me dragging my shit into the new year, but we never stop. Hopefully, we never stop trying to get better. And this year, I'm going to improve on everything. I've got some home projects that have been neglected. I've got art projects that are behind. I'm going to refocus now that I have a little bit of time before the next thing, and I'm excited for the opportunity to change and make things better for myself, for my family, maybe for some of you. If I can help people out along the way, I'm going to do that too. Kind of like the people who've inspired me to do so. I follow the example of others who probably maybe don't even know that they led me to do things. Um, I'm going to talk specifically about guys like DJ Kaufman, who a long time ago wrote an ebook called Cash for Cartoonists, which led me to some avenues of diversifying and making money as an artist. And just doing what he did led me down a whole different path in my life. And he's an amazing guy. Check him out, DJ Kaufman. He's got a whole YouTube channel. He does great videos. He's been making comics for a long, long time, and he has had a intricate role in my comics career to this point. I'll do another video on that. That's a good story. Guys like Ted Davies, just off the top of my head. I know I said talk about Ted every time, and Ted's a guy I've only been friends with for a little over a year, but he's one of those people that inspires you to do better. He tells it like it is, and he does what he does, and he helps people out along the way. And simply just by being an inspiration, you can help other people by other people going like, man, maybe like I'm doing a video right now only because Ted had me as a guest on his show, and introduced me to StreamYard and doing some live videos. And I thought, man, like why maybe I can do that. And most of my life, every choice I've made has been like, maybe I could do that. Whether it's been in like jobs, retail management, art. I started publishing comics because it became a point of like, maybe I could do that. The best things in life start with a what if. And so ask yourself, what if? What if I did that? What if I don't do that? It could lead to somewhere. And even if I also want to say life is a journey, not a destination. So even if you don't get where you want to go, I mean, the journey is what's worthwhile. Tomorrow isn't promised to any of us. If I die tomorrow, I at least spent my life trying to do what I love, trying to help people, trying to be the best person I can. Sometimes I fail. I goddamn fail all the time. I'm human. I shared a video a couple days ago called "Relate" by Zach Williams, and it's one of those songs that struck a chord with me. It's a Christian song, and I don't profess to be a Christian per se by any stretch, but I tend to listen to a bunch of Christian music largely because it's not all preachy and Bible-y, because I'm not into that, but there's messages and positivity and stuff that like people can relate to. This song called "Relate" is exactly about that. Like, and I just heard it, so I don't have it memorized, but there's tracks like or lyrics like, "I've been real, I've been fake, I've been a sinner, been a saint. What if we're all the same in different kinds of ways? Can you relate?" And it's a message like that I can really get into. I don't get into Bible thumping songs, but I definitely love something that relates more to the human condition. I believe we have more in common than we have different, even though our differences seem to really be taken center stage the last few years. If we can try to look past that and see what we can do to relate to each other, and we can help each other, if we can understand each other, we can do something better. Um, that was the main crux of what I wanted to talk about today, and I hope that somebody gets a message out of this. Um, oh no! Update. If you watch my video about the teapot calendar, I wanted to post the final update here. Long story short, there was a customer at the calendar set that I was running. He was looking for a specific teapot calendar with decorative teapots. And the story in a nutshell is I was having a bad day, didn't want to wait on him. I was closed for the day. I decided I was going to, talk to him and help him out anyway. And by doing that, he shared his story with me about his wife who passed away. And every year, as a tradition, he gets the same calendar. They make this calendar and make the same one every year, like a lot of companies do, so that people can get them as traditions. Me, I get a Mustang calendar for my dad every year. So this his wife painted decorative teapots. Every year he gets a calendar, a matching calendar for himself and his three adult daughters, so that all of them have in their homes every day of the year, they all have the same picture on their wall to remind them of their mom and his wife. And this was such an amazing story. The more he talked about it, the more my heart just felt like warm. And it was a day where my heart felt really cold. It was a day when every customer was pissing me off. There was there's just some rude people, some mean people. And that's another thing, man. When you're out and if you're at any store and you're waiting on somebody or talking to even other customers, don't be a jerk, because you can help or hurt someone's whole day with a single word sometimes. Remember that, because words matter. Anyway, this guy brought me out of it was a long day too. And I was frankly trying to leave. I was trying to leave early. And the only reason I was even there to help him was because I stopped to go to the bathroom. Had I not had to go to the bathroom because I worked a 12-hour day with no break, I wouldn't even have seen him because I would have been out the door. So this guy, Ron, older guy, was looking for a calendar. He needed 4. He got 3 daughters and himself. I opened up my set, found 3. So he got 3 of them. My man bought them and some other calendars. He bought them so that his 3 daughters could have one to remember their mom by, because that's their tradition. He didn't have one for himself. And that broke my heart a little bit. And it warmed my heart as well, because as a dad myself, okay, I have a 13-year-old daughter, but I know that if I have 2 of anything, or if I have 1 of anything, and it's between me and my daughter, I'm taking care of her. If it's food or money or whatever it is, not to sound selfless. I hate that I try to tell stories to reach other people, and I don't want to sound like I'm propping myself up, because I'm fucking nobody. But like we had won tickets a couple years ago to Hamilton before COVID, and there were 3 of us and 2 tickets. As a dad, I'm like, I have to. My wife had to take the ticket because she won it, and the other ticket is either going to go to me or Emily. I mean, as a dad, what choice do I have? Right, of course. So Emily got to go. And I drove them to the show. I sat in the parking lot for the entire show while they went in and watched Hamilton. And I didn't feel bad about it at all, because I'm the dad, and I put my kid first. And so that's what Ron was doing. And I know it's silly. It's a little calendar thing. It doesn't sound like a big deal, but it's a big deal to me. And it's a big deal to them, because their mom's gone. And this is a little remembrance. And it's a small thing, but like, I can't imagine every day if I lost my wife, but I had a reminder on the wall. And Emily had one too, and we shared that. I mean, that's just a miracle. That's a smile for every day. So I was on a mission for Ron to get his calendar so he could have one too. And it was past New Year's when I finally found one, and it wasn't nearby. And he had driven, by the way, 40 miles just to come and see if we had it. And it's COVID in the economy, there aren't as many calendar stores. So there wasn't another one close to him. I found one in Flint. I was able to go and get it on their very last day of business. Um, I bought it for him, brought it home, and I gave it to him. Although sadly I didn't get to see him because I had to go, I had to leave before he showed up, so I left it at the set for him to pick up. I texted him and let him know. And so my point is, I mean, I found anyway to the end of the story because I posted the story when I was still looking for the calendar. I found one, and Ron and his daughters now have that for the whole year. These people have a smile, and I had something to do with that. And I'm not patting myself on the back, but it feels good to be a part of making somebody smile in any little way. Because every little smile, that might be the only smile a person gets one day. And things are hard. Things are hard for me. Things are definitely hard for you. And they're hard for your neighbor. They're hard for your friends, even if they don't talk about it. These last couple of years, these last several years, these last couple of years especially, they're affecting us in ways we don't even understand yet. You know, there's a constant pressure for most people. There's a constant worry about this virus, and not just the sickness of it, but the effects of it. I just came from the grocery store, and goddamn, man, like I I can't even calculate what I paid, but I know I paid a lot more than I should have, or I would have 2 years ago, even a year ago, even 6 months ago. I mean, and so economies, messed up, and prices are up, and food is more scarce, which is why it's more expensive, and there's a million reasons. And this is constant pressure of not just like will I get sick from COVID, but how is this going to keep affecting us? Things are getting delayed, things are getting postponed, things are getting canceled. Again, it feels like we're back in this cycle, and that's a pressure that we don't know how to deal with. I mean, there's going to be years of us figuring out how to bounce back emotionally, mentally, financially, even physically. So my message stands, and it holds even more true now that we have to take care of each other. I need you to take care of everyone that you can. Be nice to other people. Help out when you can. Take care of yourself so that you're able to help out. Um, Again, I'm going into almost 20 minutes, and I haven't even done any art. I'm gonna do art later. I'm gonna show you more art because I am happy to be involved with the Midland Mall Comic Con. I got some new prints in the mail yesterday that are going to be available, some stickers. So there's going to be a ton of stuff, at least at my table, of comic books and stickers and keychains and poker chips and buttons, pins. Um, I have T-shirts, as well as I'll be doing actual drawing too. So Midland Mall Comic Con, March 5th and 6th, and coming soon, the fourth issue of Global Defense Force is being lettered by me as we speak, and that's close to being ready. So shout out to Brian Hitzman of Saginaw, Michigan, and Mohammed Lubis and the other artists involved. I don't remember their names on the issue 4, sorry, but look up Global Defense Force. It's a series I've been involved with since the very beginning. This issue I'm on as a letterer and doing some layout for the inside, and I'm excited for that because it's like a tradition, as much as anything, being involved with global defense from issue 1, 2, 3, and then an anthology, and now issue number 4. So look for that. Sky Princess from Earth Team Green. Look up earthteamgreen.org, and Sky Princess is my next book that's out. I am 6 pages away from having that book finished and ready to print, so that's rocking. Hatched, my Kickstarter I ran last fall, is in production. It slowed a little bit because I had to do this calendar gig, and I haven't had as much time and energy as I'd like to do art, but Hatched is still coming very soon. Should be to print in a couple weeks. Follow me at kenscomics.net /0, and you can get a free comic that way and sign up for my emails and regular stuff. Follow my YouTube channel. Watch me on socials. I've got a lot of cool art coming, and I'm not just trying to be self-promoting, but I am trying to be self-promoting because I just want my art out there. I want you guys to see what I'm doing. I love doing what I do. The only reason I need to make money at it is so I can keep doing more of it. I'm going to wrap this up for now. I have more to talk about later. Thank you for watching. Sorry about my shaky hands and my old Christmas tree background. I hope you have a good new year, because today is New Year's for me. This is really the start of it now. I can put the last season behind me. Done with the calendar gig, and really now is the time when I'm getting to do all the not the New Year's resolutions, but guinea pigs. Chill out. Not resolutions, but I think that the holiday is a time to kind of recharge, and I've tried to do that, and now I feel really energized for 2022. Take care, be safe, watch out for that Omicron, and make it a good year. And Ken, we'll talk to you later.